everybody, this is Heather and I'm just going to start my hot process soap. This is just a basic recipe. It's got 21 ounces of oils. I'm going to use a small mold, 7 ounce, 7 bar, oh, for crying out loud, I can't think straight here. I just started making my base for my hot process layers. I'm going to be making a musk, amber, and licorice, or an anise star scent. And I read somewhere that supposedly women find this really attractive on men, so we'll see. So I'm almost at trace here. Actually, I'm at a very light trace, so I'm going to let this cook, and then I'm going to show you all of my stuff that I've got ready for creating this. I have got a couple of bowls for mixing and fresh spatulas for each color. I'm going to be doing a gradient type soap in hot process with activated charcoal and Dead Sea clay. I've got, this is anise, musk, and amber, but I've also got sodium lactate in here because I've heard that it helps keep your hot process batches more fluid, so I'm going to give that a try. This is the mold I'm going to be using. It's from Hobby Lobby and it was only $6, and you get pretty good use out of these. I line them and then I put cardboard shims in so it's easier to get my soap out so I don't have to fight with it. I've got a little shot glass in case I want to start drinking during this video. Just kidding. And some paper toweling for cleanup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first dilute my my colors. And I'm going to use water. You can also use your oils depending on if you're using micas or oxides, but I am going to do water because I discounted my batch to account for it by 1.5 ounces. So I'm going to start off with just a little over 1/2 ounce of water, and then I will take my Dead Sea clay, and I'm going to mix it right in the bowl rather than mix it in this. I just put it in this just so I could show you. Okay, we'll set it over there. And then I'm going to just give it a good stir just to get the color incorporated real good. You want to, I know that it seems like a lot of water, but you have to remember that I'm discounting, so it's going to be okay. So that's that. I'm going to leave it over here. Sometimes, depending on how long my hot process soap is going to cook for, I'll cover that with saran wrap so it doesn't start to overflow. Sorry. See, I can't think straight. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. This is a little bit too much. I'm just going to pour that much in there. And for my Dead Sea clay, I had about 1 teaspoon. And for this, I have a little over 1/2 teaspoon, maybe even 3/4. So give it a nice little stir. The key to doing this is stirring like a crazy lady. You've just got to stir, stir, stir. Not right now, of course, but I'm just getting prepped because I know it's coming. So, and then I'm going to leave this set off to the side. And now we're just going to wait for our soap to cook. It has been about 5 minutes. No change. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes now, and you can see that the soap is starting to cook on the sides. And sometimes with your crock pots, they will heat unevenly, so all that I do is I just flip it around every now and again so it kind of cooks. So you see that side right there has absolutely nothing going on. It's been about 20 minutes and you can see that the soap is almost done. I'd say it has about 15 more minutes to go. Alright, we are almost ready. If you just want to look real close, you see just a tiny little bit of uncooked soap. We're almost ready to go. Out a little bit. First things first, we're gonna just stir this up. You can see it's cooked almost fully. There's a little bit of undissolved soap batter in there, but that's gonna go through gel as soon as it hits the heat. Now, I'm going to take my fragrance and my sodium lactate mix, and I'm gonna stir it up. This really involves moving quickly. Like, it's almost as if you were doing cold process and your batch is starting to seize, and that smells really good. Okay, so let's see how we do here. And I always just kind of keep scraping down and scraping down. Okay, once you feel like you've got your scent and everything pretty much fully incorporated in there, then you're going to want to grab your colors and you're going to want to divide your batch up. Now I'm going to do this kind of by eye because I know that this makes about 7 bars of soap. So we're going to do it like that. Okay, we're going to leave that. And then you're going to want to start mixing. You want to do it kind of slowly at first because you're going to want to incorporate everything in there and it's going to all want to splash around on you. But as you get going, you'll see that your colors are starting to come together. There. All right. And then you just whip it as fast as you can, and you're going to want to keep scraping down, otherwise you're going to have uncolored chunks in there. Look at how nice and fluid that is. Okay, you got to move fast. And then this is probably the better bowl to do this in because it's got higher sides. But see, now even if you use this like that, you could have a really pretty swirl. One more thing too is you're going to want to use bowls that are going to retain your heat, not something that's going to be getting cold. This is cold, and you can kind of see that. It's starting to solidify on the sides. It's okay. It's still going to look pretty regardless. Okay, so now I'm going to do a gradient pattern, and I'm going to start with my darkest color first, which is going to be my charcoal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my sides scraped down the best I can, and that's going in first. Because what's going to happen is the heat, oh yeah, you can see a little bit of that, but not a big deal. The heat is going to kind of put that back to a more solid state. Does that even make sense? Okay. All right. Yeah, you gotta work so fast when you're doing this. Okay, then you've got your first layer in there. It's pretty good. Now you're gonna want to go to your second layer, which is my Dead Sea tea tree. Or I'm sorry, I do make a Dead Sea tea tree soap that I just love. Okay, which is the sea clay. Just layer that right on top of there real nicely. It's like cold process. This one actually seems to be doing a lot better than the charcoal. And I actually added even more water in the charcoal, so go figure, right? All right. Now you've got that in there. Looks really pretty. I'm gonna bang it out. Get out of here. Okay. And now your last layer, which is your clear, not clear, but white, uncolored, I should say. So I didn't add any titanium dioxide in this. And this is actually my heaviest layer. So as you can see, besides the fact that I'm making a mess, I did not weigh this out very well. But it's still going to look nice. So you just kind of want to gently ease it in there. You know what, just, oh, there's a little mess, but it's okay. It's just soap, right? No, it has to be perfect. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now, you see it kind of looks a little bit messy on top. Hot process usually does. That's the quote-unquote rustic appeal that everybody loves so much. And I do too. So I'm just gonna actually get this out of here because it's driving me nuts. All right. Now I wanted to do like a silver mica on top of here, forgot to get it out. So we'll just go with it. I'm okay with it. Get some of this, so there it is. And, you know, you can kind of push it down a little bit. What you can do when it's really kind of fluid like that is you can kind of make it have a little, you know, give it a little texture on top, a little motion. This is all going to solidify, and it's going to all be the same color. It's already starting to solidify. This is a higher percentage of coconut oil on this soap, so you can see that. Okay, there it is. And when it's all done, I will come back and I will cut it for you, and I will show you the masterpiece. Good morning, everybody. It's Heather, and I just wanted to share with you the results of the soap that I made yesterday. I used Anise essential oil, musk fragrance oil, and amber fragrance oil. On the bottom, I used an activated charcoal. For the middle, I used Dead Sea clay, and for the top, I used nothing. I got about 5 bars from 21 ounces of oil, 4 little end pieces for samples, and some balls and some scraps for an in-bed project for one of my next videos.